lot of other jobs I've held in the past, a lot of jobs seem to be, frankly, accidental. How did you end up a project manager in IT?
Accidentally.
Yeah.
I was recruited to be a systems software trainer. And that's how I got my start in IT, because my background is actually criminal psychology, and I worked at a hospital for the criminally insane.
Mm.
And I was
So you're a
discovered.
perfect fit, is what you're saying.
For IT, yes, I am. So I've been told. And in the project manager role, because I can listen to you guys all day. That's the other role of a PM, is being there for the engineering team to express their frustrations or disappointments on a client project. Not that it happens often, because you guys are very happy people, but when it does.
There was an eye roll there. I noticed that.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, the background in something completely different, and was in sales for a company. And when they did a system conversion, they said, "Well, she's got a really nice personality. Let's see if she wants to travel the US and ruin people's lives. Make people's lives better with a new software implementation." And from there, just being involved in projects, I was like, hey, this sounds interesting. This sounds fun. And I just kept trying new things. And next thing you know, I've got my PMP and my Scrum Master and Six Sigma Black Belt. And I'm having fun doing cloud projects with you guys.
Yeah. So
now my role.
What has surprised you most about being an IT project manager? Like, anything stand out that like you didn't expect, or?
I don't think I've been surprised by much of anything. And that comes from being on the ground, as an analyst, as a business process analyst or a systems implementation analyst. I had the opportunity to see the project from end to end in different aspects. So it wasn't just I started as an IT project manager and I didn't know what I was getting into. I actually knew what to expect, having been one of the troubled cats that needed to be herded. So it's been it's a lot of fun, because I enjoy the beginning and the end and the middle, but every project is different, and my job is different every day. Although it's the same, because it's all project work, it has a lot of challenges that are different by client. So every time I start a new project, I have a new group of coworkers that I'm working with, basically with the new client team. And that keeps it interesting and challenging and fun. And I also get to build relationships with our engineers internally at Stratum. And I'm lucky that you guys are a good bunch of guys to work with. And Kara.
And Kara. One of the things that as somebody who works in the trenches a little bit, that I really like having you on those calls, especially keeping us on the statement of work and to a point of completion. It gives me a sense of completion. Like, otherwise it seems like these projects kind of just linger. And it's nice to actually have okay, this project is done, and you can step back and actually see a completed project. I really enjoy having that piece of it.
Yeah, well, I don't get that enjoyment until everybody gets their time in.
I can understand that.
That's when it's done for me. When I get to tie up all of our documentation and put it into the lessons learned folder, we get all of our feedback, and I can say, okay, this project is complete, and I'm going to close it and say, Director of Professional Services, here you go. What a nice little.
So one last question. We have, okay. You've had a lot of experience in IT, especially at Stratum here now. Give us like some what you've seen as possible pitfalls associated with the project, where there could possibly be stumbling blocks that people maybe should be aware of.
Well, I think that most people could probably guess that our greatest, I'd say, two disconnects, two opportunities to build bridges over gaps would be between sales and the engineering team, and then the expectations of sales to the client. And there's, I've got a background in sales, so I'm not saying the sales guys are bad, but sometimes in the way that we explain things differently, just from our personality types and our roles, that there can be some opportunities for communication improvement. And I think that's one of the reasons why Stratum has had a focus on building some standard procedures and processes and putting some good documentation around our projects so that we are overcoming some of those natural communication gaps. So I think when we start with those kickoff calls, it's important that we review the SOW with the sales guy to see what his thought is, and that we also then again review it with the client. Those first calls are so important to set the pace, set the expectations, and build the first groundwork of the engineering team's relationship in the project. And I think that's where we set the tone on how successful our project is going to be, or how much fun we're going to have on that roller coaster.
Thank you for watching Stratum's Cloud Interrupted. If you like what you see, please subscribe, like, and share this video.